To talk about masturbation for a minute and how it relates to our energy system or our chakra field, and what are the karmatic consequences of masturbation. Well, like anything, I believe that it has to do with intentions, and if your intentions are pure, then what you will receive back in return will be pure. It's as simple as that. Um, I will have to say, from my personal experience, lately, since we've been getting very large energy waves in, I have been experimenting with my sexuality much more. Um, as a male, most of my whole life, I, was limited to one kind of narrow-minded orgasm through my penis or whatever you want to, you know what I mean? Like, it was limited to that specific area right there, and I just thought that that's the way it was. I was always curious as to why females can have full body orgasms, and never really put too much thought into it. But ever since I raised my Kundalini and activated my chakras, I now know my body much more than I ever had before. And now I understand why they can have full body orgasms. Not only do I understand it, but now I can have them too. Not only can I have the full body orgasms, but I can raise that energy and bring it out of my chakra field and up over my head, and I can wrap it around my body in a nice electromagnetic toroidal field of energy. This energy keeps me grounded, it keeps me balanced, it warms my circulation. It's a nice, fuzzy, tingly feeling. And I have to say, as a recovering heroin addict, this is by far the best high because it's natural and its intentions are pure. But I am still experimenting. I have only had a raised, activated toroidal field for about 3 months now, and I haven't really researched outside of myself for, you know what I mean? I haven't looked for gurus, I haven't read much documentation. I've simply felt my body and, experimented here and there. I will say this, ever since I raised my Kundalini and I learned how to move the sexual energy throughout my body, I now have no need for pornography, which I feel makes the experience much more pure at heart of heart. It's much more personal, but not in the sense of a selfish sense. It's personal as I feel as I'm connecting to the universe, if that makes any sense, because this energy is of the universe. This is the ether, this is the cosmic energy. So a brief overview: this energy is derived from the air, but it's much more than just oxygen. It's electromagnetic molecules and quantum particles of all kinds. I can actually see these particles when I look into the open air. It's they're fuzzy and sparkly, and a lot of my fellow, light workers and starseeds that are going through this shift as well can also detect these molecules with their eyes. So anyway, the key was to become conscious of this energy and begin to utilize it in a much more substantial way. And to do that, I had to first change my breathing completely. I noticed that most people take really short, unconscious breaths that go about as deep as half of their lung capacity. This is actually very terrible, and no wonder why there's so much sickness and disease and blockages and lack of energy and lack of sleep and things of this nature. First of all, we're not even breathing right. You know what I mean? There's been so much negativity cast down upon us from the powers that be that we've been deactivated. So one of the ways to reactivate yourself, of course, would be to return to normal, healthy breathing and receive these cosmic energies at full capacity like you were meant to. So what I would advise is consciously breathing. Okay, this is how I do it. I breathe through my nose, okay, but as I take in a breath, I also envision with my consciousness this energy coming in through my crown chakra, and I follow this energy with my consciousness and with my breath, and I try to match them, and I follow this energy through my breath as well, through my chakra system. Okay, I breathe in a full belly of air. Okay, once it gets there, I have my consciousness holding this energy right there in my solar plexus chakra, and then as I exhale, I then move with my consciousness and my breath. I move this energy down my sacral, and then down in my root, and down all the way down my legs, and calves, and then feet, and then ground into the earth. And for me, that is a full cycle, inhale, exhale. And then after doing that for a while, I'll begin to breathe through my feet. As I take a breath, this is reverse basically. As I take an inhale, I will imagine this energy coming through my feet, up my legs, and then up through my chakra field again. And I try to do it this time with a combination of my Kundalini, my spinal cord. So it's my chakras and my spinal cord, the energy mixed together and combined. And as I inhale, I imagine it wrapping up the center of my body, and I can then feel this energy like a clump of energy. I can feel it move with my breath and with my consciousness up my field, okay, and then up into my chakra, crown chakra, and then I consciously envision this energy wrapping around my body. And as I do this, I can literally feel this energy wrap around my body. It's very tingly and warm. It just feels good. This is the same energy that you receive in sexual orgasm. So you can imagine. So what you need to do is become much more conscious of how you utilize this cosmic energy. Understand when you are having sex, you are moving this energy with your consciousness, with your intention, with your mind. So if you're only focusing on genitals, your orgasm will only remain in that area of your body. If your mind is elsewhere, focusing on other matters, bills, or gossip or whatnot, you won't even have an orgasm. Okay, but if you are fully conscious and moving this energy where it needs to go, then when you finally achieve climax, all of this energy, wherever you have put it throughout your body, will ignite, and that will give you the full body orgasm. And it's pretty amazing, especially if you've done what I told you about, where you move it up and out of your body, out of your field, and wrap it around your body. Your whole aura just ignites in orgasmic fire, and it's pretty amazing. So I would suggest experimenting with yourself through masturbation, or with a trusted partner that you have a loving connection with and are extremely comfortable with. This is also called tantric sex, by the way, but it's much more than just sex. This is the cosmic energy. Okay, this is bliss. It puts you in a state of bliss. This is the cosmic energy. This is heaven. Okay. And this is what I think would also cure pretty much every single ailment upon this planet, if people knew if became conscious of it and could utilize it to its full potential. So this is so important, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I will try to my best ability to give you an answer. All right, thank you very much. Have a good day.